15 most dangerous kids' toys ever made. You would think that there would be tight regulations on something that's going to end up in the hands of kids, but toy companies didn't always have the best of sense. In today's video, we'll be talking about the 15 most dangerous kid toys ever made. From explosions to fireballs to lead poisoning, we've got the horror stories in store for you. Make sure to watch till the end. However, before we start, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon. With that done, let's start. Number 1. Hannah Montana Pop Card Game. If you think too many paper cuts are the reason the Hannah Montana Pop Card Game is on our list, then you obviously don't know what's going on. These cards were found to contain 75 times more lead than what's allowed by law. Now you would think that the card game would be pulled from the shelves once this fact was discovered, but no. The company behind them managed to dupe the government by saying the lead was present in the vinyl and not the paint, so the card game continued production. Number 2. Cabbage Patch Snacktime Dolls. These Cabbage Patch Snacktime dolls could feed on anything that made their way into their mouth. Now one could argue about which kid would want such a creepy looking doll. The horror worsens as multiple cases of the doll feasting on poor kids' fingers came to light. One poor girl lost her hair to this carnivorous doll. Let's say this is one doll no kid should have at their bedside. Number 3. MagnetiX. You can probably guess what's wrong with this one. The MagnetiX may have been a great toy set for children to let loose their inner builder, but the toy became a hazard when the round magnets came off the plastic cases. One 20-month-old swallowed a few of these magnets, which later clumped together in his small intestine and ended up blocking it. Unfortunately, the kid passed away. Many similar cases have been reported in abundance, which led to MagnetiX being recalled in 2006. Magnetic buckyballs have a similar story. Number 4. SplashOff Water Rockets. These water rockets graced toy shelves back in 1997. They were designed to take off after adequate buildup of water pressure. However, it seemed like the engineers behind this one made a fatal error in the design because the rocket burst into pieces instead of taking off. These pieces would then fly off and cause injuries to the people standing by. 37 such cases were reported before the toy was taken off store shelves. Glad these guys didn't work for NASA. Number 5. Battlestar Galactica. Battlestar Galactica is the toy that led to all toys getting the choking hard sticker. The toy was any kid's dream, but some 4-year-old went overboard while playing and swallowed the laser torpedo. The kid unfortunately choked to death. The toy maker company was later sued. The case served as an example and prompted all toy makers to give a choking hazard warning with their toys because sometimes you just need someone to tell you, don't eat this. Number 6. Gilbert Glassblowing. While it's great to get kids to learn new things, giving them a glass-blowing set without proper supervision is not the way. The Gilbert Glassblowing toy aimed to teach kids the fine art of glass blowing. However, the toy makers forgot to equip kids with the necessary precautions, like safety goggles, that would protect them from the 500-degree melting ice. They just wrote out the instructions on the manual and kept their fingers crossed. You can expect what happened next. Number 7. Wego Kite Tube. The Wego Kite Tube is just another jet ski, since it consists of an inflatable kite that is capable of soaring through the skies when attached to a boat, 30 feet in the air to be exact, and from what we know, that's certainly no place for a child. At that height, it's easy for the kid to slip out and fall down below, and at that height, there's just no way they're surviving. Let's just say this one didn't make it to the next family trip. Number 8. Moon Shoes. Whoever decided it was a good idea to put a metal contraption on little kids' feet obviously has no sense of what's safe or not. The moon shoes were tiny trampolines for your kids' feet that allowed them to jump all over their neighborhood. However, these shoes offered no flexibility, and in case you ended up landing wrong, an ankle injury was bound to happen. Needless to say, this was not a hit with parents. Number 9. Creepy Crawlers 1964. Whoever decided that allowing children to play with an oven that generates 150 degrees of heat obviously needs a reality check. Back in the day, kids used the creepy crawler set to mold clay into creepy figures and then popped them in the oven that came with the set to solidify. Of course, kids being kids, popped in their hands when the oven was on, which led to many burn cases. That and the fact that the oven released lethal fumes when working put creepy crawlers back in warehouses. Number 10. Skyranger Park Flyer Radio Control Aeroplanes. Normally, kids would just fly their remote control near adults and annoy them, but some hellspawns decided to up their game with this dangerous toy. Honestly, this toy is more of a weapon since it explodes when near others. These explosions have led to a number of cases of eye lacerations, deafness, and other injuries. All in all, you didn't want to end up on the bad side of the kid who flew this baby. Nobody wanted death by Skyranger park flyer radio control airplane in their tombstone, so it's best to stay clear. Number 11. Soccer Boppers. Soccer Boppers came straight from hell. They were marketed as safe wrestling gloves, but everyone soon found out that that wasn't the case. The Soccer Boppers may not have the weight of a powerful fist, but they delivered one hell of a punch. A few of these from an over-enthusiastic child, and you'll be in the hospital with a concussion and a broken nose. We're glad those aren't on the streets anymore. Otherwise, we'd be fending off tiny wrestlers everywhere. Number 12. Slip and Slide. The Slip and Slide was a great summer retreat for the kids, but not for adults. No way. The watery slide is perfect for kids, but when adults or even teenagers try to have some fun on it, the short distance and the abrupt stop can cause some fatal injuries. There have been many cases of paralysis and even death in a few cases. Needless to say, this is one toy better left in the garage. Number 13. Fisher-Price Power Wheels Motorcycle. Honestly, having kids start their biker phase from an early age sounds like a bad idea, but Fisher-Price promised to do that in a safe environment with its Power Wheels motorcycle. There's just one problem, actually many. The accelerator would jam at the most unexpected of moments. Additionally, many cases of burning parts led to burns in poor kids. 150 of those cases resulted in the company calling back 10 million units from the market. And get this, when sitting in a warehouse, all those products caught on fire. It's also as if these two were dangerous for kids to play with. Then there was always the case of kids wandering into traffic, which is bad for obvious reasons like the fact that kids don't know traffic rules. Number 14. Belt guns. Now, anything with the word gun in it shouldn't make it to the toy shelves in the first place, but it seemed like company officials didn't think this one through when they decided to arm kids with belt guns. These guns replaced the buckle on your belts and would shoot out thin pellets with the thrust of the stomach. The gun also made an explosive sound, which turned out to be the main issue with the gun, since it exploded randomly in unsuspecting kids' pants. You can guess the damage this one caused. Number 15. Austin Magic Pistol. The 1950s was a great time to sell guns to kids, since this toy company didn't before arming children with literal fire guns. The Austin Magic Pistol is an explosive handgun that shoots out ping pong balls by mixing calcium carbide with water. The reaction created a fiery explosion, and by now you can probably guess why this toy is a bad Christmas gift for your nephew. And that's a wrap for this video. Which of these toys horrified you the most? Would you like to try any of these dangerous toys? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos. Bye now.